BB851, turn right, heading 180. Order 14 Papa, turn right 245, report localizer established 27.
So let's jump right into it with an update to the Etihad Airways Airbus A380, which is featured heavily as there's been a lot of unknowns surrounding it. The Abu Dhabi-based carrier has now removed all of its A380 from its schedule. Like many other airlines around the world, Etihad has had its A380s grounded for some time now. A return time was not always apparent, but in recent weeks the question has emerged over whether or not the type would fly again with Etihad Airways at all to begin with. A few weeks ago I discussed here on the channel how it was looking increasingly unlikely, with comments made by the chief executive indicating that there were better options than that of the A380 moving forward. Etihad schedules have now seen the quad-engine beast completely removed, even as far as 10 months into the future, as these flights no longer have the A380 listed on them, with the likes of the 787 and 777-300ERs taking over all routes that the A380 was previously served on prior to the global pandemic, and of course the thing that caused the grounding of the type. So what is there honestly to make out of all this? I think it's personally another one of the many signs to me that indicates at least the plans are being made tentatively to remove the Airbus A380 from flight operations within Etihad Airways moving forward. The Airbus A380 was never an aircraft for the long term, and that strategy or outlook, if you will, is something that Etihad in the past have failed on greatly. In 2013, when they splurged billions on new aircraft that in turn later down the line were not needed, they were thinking only in the short term and paid the price for doing so, with losses through the roof that nearly destroyed them completely as an airline within the aviation industry. Removing the Airbus A380 would also see the loss of the residence and premium cabin that they have, but such a cabin is once again another one of the short-sighted strategies, if you will. Etihad's goal on world domination, like Emirates', hasn't planned out exactly according to plan, and they've had to mostly readjust their expectations so that they're better in line with what the future holds for the carrier. Originally, that was a huge major expansion around the world with different hubs. Now that is strictly focusing on the likes of Abu Dhabi and so on, and really focusing on operations out of there to key points which are going to be profitable for them. This was all a part of their 5-year turnaround plan, which, as we know, given the global pandemic, has kind of been altered, but it is something they're still working towards, which is returning to profitability after posting losses for multiple years in the billions. Tomorrow's video is going to be an Aviation News Weekly. It was meant to be today, but I had technical difficulties that prevented me from doing that. That is why today is just going to be a video, as you've seen, on the Etihad Airways A380 situation update. Stay tuned for tomorrow for another Aviation News Weekly. If you have any thoughts on the Etihad Airways Airbus A380, do not hesitate to let me know. And as always, thanks for the continued support. Stay safe, and I will see you all tomorrow.